One day, you'll sit in complete silence. Maybe early in the morning, maybe late at night, you'll look out the window and you'll remember this version of yourself. The one who's struggling, the one who's trying, the one who wonders if any of this effort matters, and you'll smile, not because life became easier, but because you'll finally understand. This was the chapter that changed everything, not the chapter where you succeeded, the chapter where you refused to stop. Imagine finding an old journal. Its pages are worn, its cover faded by time. You begin reading. The first pages are filled with uncertainty, questions, fear, doubt. The handwriting even trembles. Then, page by page, something changes. The words become calmer, stronger, more confident. The problems don't disappear overnight, but the person writing about them slowly transforms. By the final page, you realize something extraordinary. The greatest story wasn't what happened. It was who the writer became while it happened. That's your life. Every day is another page. Every choice, another sentence. Every challenge, another paragraph in a story your future self will someday reread. Write carefully. Walk into an ancient forest. Notice how sunlight reaches the ground, not all at once. It filters through thousands of branches, little by little, one beam at a time. Transformation happens exactly like that. People wait for one giant breakthrough, one perfect opportunity, one magical morning when everything suddenly changes. Life rarely works that way. Real change arrives quietly. One habit, one conversation, one difficult decision, one promise kept, until one day, the light has reached every corner of your life. There is a place in the ocean where sunlight can no longer reach. Complete darkness, yet even there, life exists. Strange, beautiful, powerful, thriving in places where most people assume nothing could survive. Remember that when your own life feels dark, the absence of light does not mean the absence of life. Some of the strongest parts of you are growing in places no one else can see. Think about a compass. It doesn't eliminate storms. It doesn't flatten mountains. It doesn't shorten the journey. It simply reminds you where north is. Values work the same way. Discipline, integrity, patience, kindness, purpose. They don't remove hardship. They keep you moving in the right direction when hardship arrives. Without values, every obstacle changes your course. With values, even storms become temporary. The universe never rushes. The moon never hurries to become full. The tides arrive exactly when they are meant to. The seasons change without anxiety. Everything unfolds with remarkable patience. Only human beings believe they should have accomplished everything by now. Maybe you're not behind. Maybe you're simply growing at the pace required for the life you're building. Imagine a sculptor staring at a block of marble. To everyone else, it's just stone, heavy, cold, ordinary. The sculptor smiles because they don't see a block of marble. They see a masterpiece hidden beneath everything unnecessary. Every strike of the hammer removes something, not to destroy the stone, to reveal what was always inside. Life often feels like those hammer blows, the loss, the disappointment, the uncertainty. Perhaps those moments aren't removing who you are. Perhaps they're removing who you were never meant to remain. Every sunrise asks one silent question. What will you practice today? Because whatever you practice, you become. Practice excuses, and they become effortless. Practice courage, and it becomes natural. Practice gratitude, and joy becomes easier to find. Practice discipline, and freedom quietly follows. Life isn't built from occasional actions, it's built from repeated ones. There is an old bridge somewhere in the world, built hundreds of years ago. Millions of people have crossed it. Rain has fallen, snow has gathered, winds have pushed against it. Still, it stands. Why? Because the builders spent more time strengthening the foundation than decorating the surface. People spend years improving appearances. Very few spend equal time strengthening character. Yet character carries far more weight than appearance ever will. The strongest people you know probably don't think they're strong, because strength isn't loud. Strength is answering kindness with kindness after you've been hurt. Strength is waking up after disappointment and trying again. Strength is remaining honest when dishonesty would be easier. Strength is forgiving without forgetting the lesson. Real strength is incredibly quiet. Imagine carrying a small lantern through a mountain cave. Its light reaches only a few feet ahead, yet every step reveals the next. That's how purpose works. You don't receive clarity for your entire future. You receive enough clarity for today's decision. Trust today's light. Tomorrow's light arrives tomorrow. The stars never ask whether anyone is watching. They simply shine, become like that. Do the work when no one notices. Read when no one applauds. Exercise when no one is impressed. Study when no one expects it. Character developed in private becomes confidence displayed in public. There will always be voices telling you to settle. This is good enough. Stop dreaming so big. Be realistic. Remember, ships are safest while sitting in the harbor, but ships were never built to stay there. Neither were you. Safety and purpose are rarely found in the same place. Every disappointment carries two gifts: the lesson and the opportunity to become wiser. Many people keep the disappointment. Few keep the lesson. Choose differently. Never waste pain. If life asks you to endure something difficult, at least leave the experience carrying wisdom. Picture yourself standing beneath a night sky. Billions of stars surround you. Entire galaxies beyond imagination. Now think about this. Every atom inside your body was forged inside stars billions of years ago. You carry the history of the universe within you. You are literally made from ancient light. How strange it is that someone made from stars could ever believe they aren't capable of shining. One day, the habits that now require discipline will become your identity. You'll wake naturally, choose wisely without effort, protect your peace instinctively, not because life forced you, because repetition changed you. This is how transformation works, slowly enough that you barely notice, powerfully enough that one day everyone else does, years from now. Someone may ask how you became so calm, so focused, so resilient. They'll expect a complicated answer. You'll probably smile because the truth is surprisingly simple. You just kept showing up when it was difficult, when it was lonely, when it was boring, when no one believed in you. You kept showing up. So as this moment comes to an end, remember this. Your life is not waiting somewhere in the future. It is quietly being written today, not through dramatic moments, through ordinary ones. The glass of water instead of another excuse, the early morning instead of another delay, the chapter you read, the walk you almost skipped, the apology you finally offered, the fear you faced anyway. These are the moments history never records, yet they become the foundation of the person history eventually remembers. One day, you'll read the story of your own life. Don't rush to the final chapter. Don't wish away this season, even if it's difficult, even if it's uncertain, even if no one else understands it, because this chapter, the one you're living right now, will become the reason you're able to tell a better story later. Keep writing, keep growing, keep believing, keep choosing the harder path when it leads to a better destination, because somewhere in the future, a wiser version of you is waiting. Not with regret, not with disappointment, but with gratitude. Gratitude that you didn't give up when the pages were hardest to write. So turn the page tomorrow. Then the next, and the next, until one ordinary day, you realize you've written an extraordinary life.